Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Juan the Yarn Addict, and today I present my tutorial for the perfect granny rectangle. This tutorial is perfect for all levels of crochet, as I show simple tricks and tips along the way to help you achieve the perfect rectangle. No leaning, no cupping or curving, and you'll be able to work your rectangle as small or as large as you'd like. So I do have some examples to share with you that I prepared. So this first one here is a light 3-weight yarn. I believe this is Pioneer Woman, worked up with a 5mm crochet hook. Very, very nice. As you can see, there's no leaning. It's perfectly straight. Next, I have a medium 4-weight yarn. This here is Red Heart Super Saver in Cornflower Blue, worked up with a 6mm crochet hook. Again, no leaning, perfectly straight. Next, I have a bulky 5-weight yarn. This is Premier Puzzle in the colorway Sudoku, and I used a 6.5mm crochet hook for this. Very, very nice. Last but not least, I have the biggest one of them all. This is Bernat Blanket. This is a number 6 super bulky, and I worked this up with a 9mm crochet hook. Very, very nice. So for today's tutorial, I will be using a medium 4-weight yarn right here with a 6mm crochet hook. So before we get started, please don't forget to like and share this video, and then of course subscribe to my channel. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into this tutorial. Okay, so to get started, what we need to do is create a slip knot on our hook. However you do this is absolutely fine. This is how I do it. Once you have the slip knot established, we're going to go ahead and chain a total of 19 chains. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. Perfect. So once you have your 19 chains, we're going to go ahead and insert a double crochet into the 3rd chain from the hook. So it's right where my thumb is, right here. We're going to yarn over, go into the chain, draw up a loop, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. And we're going to do that to all of the chains in the row there. Yarn over, go in, draw up a loop, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. So continue doing this, and I will meet you at the end of our chain sequence here in just a moment. Okay, I am back. I have 1 chain left. I'm just going to go ahead and insert a double crochet into that last chain, just like that. And so from here, what we're going to do is chain 1, and then we're going to go back into this chain, the very last chain of the row there, and we're going to insert 3 double crochets right into this chain. So there's 1, there's 2, and there's 3. So 3 double crochets, and from here we're going to chain once more, and then we're going to go back into that same chain one more time with a double crochet. So we essentially just went around the bend there. It looks a little rounded, and that's perfectly okay. So now we are on the opposite side of our chain sequence, and so from here what we want to do is insert a double crochet on the opposite side of where we have our first set of double crochets. So from here, what we're going to do is we're going to take this tail and kind of pinch it against our work. We're going to crochet over that, okay? So from here, I'm going to yarn over. I'm going to go to the bottom of this double crochet right here. You can see there's a little gap there. So I'm going to insert my hook, draw up a loop, and do my double crochet just like that. I'm going to yarn over, come next door here. I'm going to look for that stitch. I'm going to insert my hook right there. I'm going to perform my double crochet just like that. It's going to eliminate any gaps whatsoever. Okay, so I'm going to do that once more. We're going to yarn over, come next door here to the bottom of the stitch, insert our hook, draw up a loop, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. From here I'm going to drop the tail. I no longer need to crochet over that. And I'm going to continue inserting double crochets at the bottom of these stitches here. So yarn over, come next door here to the bottom of the stitch, draw up a loop, and perform our double crochet as per normal. So continue doing this, and I shall see you at the end of the row right here in just a moment. Okay, so I'm nearing the end of the row here, and this is what my work looks like so far. I'm going to turn this over and show you the back. Very, very nice. So I just have one more to go. I just have this one stitch here. So I'm going to yarn over, go into the base of that stitch, draw up a loop, and perform my double crochet as per usual here. Okay, so from here I'm going to mimic what we did down here. Just go around the bend there. So I'm going to chain 1, and then I'm going to go into that stitch right there with 3 double crochets. So there's 1, there's 2, and then there's 3. From here I'm going to chain 1, and then I'm going to go into the head of the first stitch of the row here. So this is the first stitch. I'm going to go into the top there. I'm going to pick up the front loop and the back loop. I'm going to draw up a loop and slip to close. And let's just lay this flat here. I'll make a bunny ear. Very, very nice. So from here, I'm just going to take care of that tail on the back side there. I'm going to flip my work over. I have no need to keep this here, so I can just snip it off. And there you have it. Perfect. Okay. So to begin the next round, what we need to do is we need to turn our work. No chains, no nothing. We just turn our work. And then we're going to insert our hook into that chain 1 space. We're going to draw up a loop, slip to close, and then chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. And you kind of want to hold your work so that it's long ways here. So from here, we're going to go back into this chain 1 space with 2 more double crochets, and the chain 3 now does count as a stitch. So we're going to yarn over and go into the corner with 2 more double crochets. So this is the first half of a corner, okay? So from here, we're going to hop on over to the other chain 1 space, and we're going to do a full corner. So a full corner is 3 doubles, chain 2, and 3 doubles. So let's go ahead and do that. There's 1, 2, and 3. We're going to chain 2. We're going to swivel our work, and we're going to go back into this space right here with 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. Very, very nice. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to insert 3 doubles in every 3rd stitch. So we have, let me make a bunny ear here. Here's the first stitch, here's the second stitch, and here's the 3rd stitch. We're going to insert 3 double crochets into this stitch right here. So let me put the hook back onto the yarn here. And so we're going to yarn over, skip, skip, and go into this stitch right here with 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. And we're going to continue doing that all the way down the side here. So yarn over and go skip, skip, go into the stitch right here with a double crochet, and we're going to do that 2 more times. Just like that. Okay, so continue doing this, inserting 3 double crochets in every 3rd stitch. And I will meet you right here at the end of the first side in just a moment. Okay, so I'm nearing the end of the first side, and this is what my work looks like so far. Very, very nice. And so if you notice, there's only 2 stitches left. So that 3rd stitch is the corner space. So we're going to go into the corner space and create our corner. So we're going to yarn over, go into the corner with 3 double crochets. There's 1, there's 2, and 3. We're going to chain 2, swivel our work around. So now the work is up and down just like that. And we're going to go back into this chain space with 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. So from here, we're going to hop on over to the next chain 1 space, which is right here. And we're going to create our corner. 3 doubles, chain 2, 3 doubles. Let's go ahead and do that. 1, 2, and 3. We're going to chain 2, swivel our work, and come back into this chain space here with 3 more double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. That's very, very nice. Okay, so from here, we're going to continue working 3 double crochets in every 3rd stitch. So I'm going to yarn over, skip, skip, go into that 3rd stitch with 3 double crochets, just like this. And we're going to continue doing that all the way down the side. So continue working 3 doubles in every 3rd stitch, and I'll meet you down here at the end of the row in just a moment. Okay, so I am nearing the end of the row here, and as was the case on this side here, we have 2 stitches remaining. The 3rd stitch is going to be our corner space. So we're going to go into that corner and finish the second part of that corner. So if you notice, when we started, we had just the first half of that corner. We're going to go ahead and finish it with 3 double crochets. So yarn over, go into that chain space, and we're going to do 3 double crochets. So there's 1, there's 2, and then 1 more makes 3. Just like that. Okay? So from here, what we're going to do to close off the round is a half double crochet join. And that's going to be the case from here on out. So we are going to yarn over and go into the top chain right before the stitch. So I'm going to turn my work this way so we can see it a little better. So here is the stitch. We're going to go into the chain right here before the stitch every single time. So we're going to yarn over, go into that chain, drop a loop. We have 3 loops on the hook. We're going to yarn over and go through all 3 loops just like that. From here, we are going to chain 3. 1, 2, and 3, and that will always be the case. And then we're going to turn the page, just like that. And every time we start a new round, we're going to create only 1/2 of a corner. And so that's how we are going to build our work. Okay? So from here, we're going to go into our chain space here with 2 additional double crochets to complete the first half of our corner. So yarn over and go in and perform a double as per normal, and do that 1 more time. And so from here, we're going to work in between our granny stitches. We're going to insert a granny stitch in between the granny stitches. So yarn over, come into this open space with a double crochet just like that, and we're going to do that 2 more times to complete the granny stitch. 3 doubles. From here, we're going to hop on over to this next space. We're going to work 3 double crochets. There we go. So continue doing that, and I will meet you at the first corner right here in just a moment. Okay, so I've arrived at the corner, and in the corner here I'm going to repeat what we did for the last round. It's going to be 3 doubles, chain 2, and 3 doubles. So let's go ahead and do that. 1, 2, 3, chain 2. We're going to swivel our work around just like that, and we're going to go back into this corner with 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. So from here we're going to go into the space in between the granny stitches and work 3 double crochets, otherwise known as a granny stitch. And then we're going to work another corner piece here. So from here, we're going to yarn over, go in with 3 doubles. 1, 2, and 3. We're going to chain 2 and swivel our work. And we're going to go back into this corner with 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. Let me make a bunny ear here. Let's just check out our work. Okay, so there we have it. So far, this is what we're looking like. So I will continue working granny stitches in between the spaces here. And then in the corner, it's going to be 3 doubles, chain 2, 3 doubles. So continue working this, and I will meet you at the end of the round right here in just a moment. Okay, so I'm at the end of the round here, and the only thing I have left to do is my half double crochet join to close out the round. So to just take a closer look here, we have the chain 3 and then we have the stitch. What we want to do is make sure that that half double crochet goes into the last chain before the stitch. So we're going to yarn over and go into the last chain before the stitch, just like that. We're going to draw up a loop, yarn over, and go through all 3 loops just like that, and that closes out the round. So from here we're going to chain 3 as always, and the chain 3 will count as the first stitch. And so from here we're going to turn our work, or as I like to say, turn the page. And so I just want to make a bunny ear here and explain something. So in order to keep this perfectly aligned and straight, we have to turn our work every round. It keeps the balance. We all crochet differently, but the one thing that remains true is whatever happens on one side will happen on the other side. So that's how we're going to maintain a perfectly straight rectangle. So I'm going to put the hook back on the work, and I'm going to go into my chain space here with 2 additional double crochets to finish the first side of our corner, just like that. And from here I'm going to jump right into my space in between the granny stitches, and I'm going to insert a granny stitch, which is 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. From here I'm going to hop on over to my next space with 3 double crochets. There's 1, there's 2, and there's 3. From here I'm going to hop on over to the corner, and in my corner it's always going to be the same. It's going to be 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. 1, 2, and 3. We're going to chain 2, swivel our work around, and go into this corner with 3 double crochets, just like that. Perfect. Okay, so continue working in this sequence here, inserting 1 granny stitch in every space. It's 3 double crochets in every space here, and then in the corners it's going to be 3 doubles, chain 2, and 3 doubles. So continue working this all the way around, and I will see you at the end of the round right here in just a moment. Okay, so I am back. I've inserted granny stitches all the way around, so I'm going to make a bunny ear here and show you my work. And this is what it looks like so far. And then I'm going to flip it over and show you the back side here. Or it could be the front side. We're flipping every round, so perfect. I'm going to insert the hook back into the work and insert 3 double crochets into my corner space here. So let's go ahead and do that. 3 doubles, 1, 2, and 3. And so all I have left is the half double crochet join, but I'm actually going to change color. I'd like to show you how I change color for this project. And it's pretty standard for most projects that you work like this. But for all intents and purposes, we're going to go ahead and change color. So I'm going to yarn over, and I'm going to go into the last chain before the stitch. I'm going to turn this over and show you. So here's the stitch, here's the chains. I'm going to yarn over and go into the last chain before the stitch. Sometimes it takes a little finagling, but in most cases it's pretty simple. There we go. So instead of drawing up a loop with the color you're currently working on, we're going to bring on the next color. In my case, it's pale yellow. So I'm going to just wrap it around the hook, pull it through. I have 3 loops on the hook. I'm going to yarn over with the new color and go through all 3 loops just like that. I'm going to turn my work over and I'm going to tie my tails. So let's go ahead and take care of that. I just snipped off the old color and I'm going to tie my tails here. So there's 1 tie, and here is the second tie, just like that. Okay, so from here I am going to sew in my ends. I'm going to take the yarn, flip it over the eye of the needle, pinch underneath, and then feed the yarn through the eye, just like that. And then I'm just going to go into my work, going in between the fibers here. Pull through, just like that. And for the yellow, the same thing. I like to go a little deeper with the different colors so it's not so noticeable. There we go. Then I'm going to just cut my tails off. There we go. And so from here, we are going to chain 3. So 1, 2, and 3. Once we've chained 3, we're going to turn the page, just like that. So all of this will be covered up once you come back around and insert 3 double crochets. This will all be covered up. So from here, we're going to yarn over and go into this corner with 2 additional double crochets. There we go. And then from here, we're just going to work our granny stitches in the spaces as we've done previously. 1, 2, and 3. And so continue working this all the way around, and I will meet you guys back right here at the end of the round in just a moment. Okay, so I'm at the end of the round here, and all I have left are my 3 doubles into this corner space here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. 1, 2, and 3. And then I'm going to do my half double crochet join to close off the round. So I'm going to yarn over, and I'm going to go into the last chain before the stitch, just like that. Draw up a loop. I have 3 loops on the hook. I'm going to yarn over and go through all 3 loops, just like that. So to tie off your work, you're going to chain 2, and then we are going to take a pair of scissors and cut off the work. Pull the hook away And then we're going to pinch above the yarn just like this. We're going to hold with this hand nice and tight, but the bottom one here, we're going to pinch lightly and slide all the way down. And it's going to form this knot here, which will not come out. Very, very nice. And so there you have it. Let me just back the camera out. There we go. Okay. So there it is, the perfect rectangle. I really hope that you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please hit the like button, share this video, and then of course, consider subscribing to my channel. So that is all for now, and until the next one, take care, friends. Bye.